All right then. Yeah, good evening, everyone. So yesterday, I think you were not able to chat with me because of some network issue. So everyone understood this data model, what I was telling. Everyone understood, right? This part. Today we are going to see the implementation of this. Okay. Today we are going to see the implementation of this. So what I'll do is, okay, so let me create one Maven project. So I'll say hibernate association demo association. So we call this as associations. That means one-to-one association, many-to-one association, one-to-many association, and many-to-many association. So these are very, very important associations in Hibernate. So from the database perspective, I explained yesterday from the table perspective. But from Hibernate perspective, because we are dealing with Hibernate, Hibernate is mainly the warm mapping. So how we will associate? See, as I told you, in Hibernate, every table is associated with an entity. Okay, right? Now, if you take this, let me take this screenshot. If I take this, now you see, now these are the tables, right? But each table, see, these are the tables, right? Author table, author details table, right? These are your tables. Now each table is mapped to an entity in Java, right? Entity class in Java. Okay, table in database is mapped to entity in Java class. Now table columns are mapped to the property names, properties in your entity class, right? Entity class. Now we have to say now, and we know that each row in a database, row in the table is mapped to the row in the table is mapped to the your entity class object, right? Now, similarly, the column values of the row, column values of the row are mapped to the property values of the object, right? Now we have to see the, say now one table, say one table is associated with other table, right? One table is associated with other table like this, 1 to 1, many to 1. Okay. So like this. Now what I'll say is the associations of the tables, right? Like 1 to 1, many to 1, 1 to many, many to many. Okay. These, okay. These in Hibernate, in Java, how we will deal. So that is what we are going to see. How we will. So we will see the program for implementing the associations. Okay. So we'll see the program for implementing the Hibernate associations. So here we say table or stuff, we say entity class association or Hibernate will say. These are your table associations. Okay. Now, these are the tables, right? Now, these are the tables and these are your author table. If you see here, this is your author table, author details table. Now for each table, we have to write one entity class, right? As I told here, each table is mapped to one entity class. So let us do that. Okay. Now, let me now create the pom.xml. I'll use these dependencies. And in my Hibernate association, I'll use these dependencies. Okay. And what I'll do is, first I'll create, for each table, I'll create one entity class. So for author table, I'll have one entity class, new class, author. And this is my entity table, name equal to author, right? And now for this author, what are the columns? These are the columns, right? Now for each column, we have to put the properties, right? So what are the properties? Private, integer, author ID. Okay. Next, this is mapped to which column? This is the column, right? We'll go with this structure. So underscore column name equal to ID, right? Column name equal to ID, right? Now, next we'll go to another column, private. string first name. So this first name is mapped to which column? First underscore name, right? Let me put this column. First underscore name. Next, last underscore name. So I'll put column as last underscore name. Okay. Similarly, email also, right? Private string email. And this is under column underscore name equal to email. Now, whatever the value that I'm putting, this represents your table column. See, first underscore name. This is your table column, and this is your property, your Java property. So now this property is mapped to this column. This class is mapped to this table. Okay. And similarly, I'll also give ID. What this ID represents? This is your primary key. Okay. This is your primary key column. This ID is your primary key column. So, okay, I think I have shown you this, right? Already ID. Not this one. Yeah. So this ID. This ID notation tells the ID column indicates primary key of the table. Okay. That's alone. Let me generate setters and getters. Source, generate getters and setters. Okay. So I'll select all this. Generate. Yeah, this will, okay. What I'll do, Control X. Yeah, this will be email. Your column name is email. That's all. Right? Now, okay. Clear, right, till now? So, any doubts till now here? Okay. Any doubts till now? No doubts, right? Okay, fine. Okay, then. So, this is your author table. Now let us create the same way. Now, author details table also. Okay. I mean, the entity class for author details. This is the entity class for author table. Now we'll create author details table. Now, new class, author details. Okay. Author details. Now, so this will be entity table name equal to author underscore details. Right. So that means this table. In this, what we have ID, qualification, address. So let me put ID. Next, qualification. Next, address. Okay. Now again, we'll put a column here. Name is equal to ID. Next is column. Name equal to qualification. And column name equal to address. Right? Now this I'll put an ID column. Why? Because it's a primary key column. Now I'll generate setters and getters. So I'll just put Control X. Okay. Now we have author. We have author details. Right? Right? We have author. We have author details. Right? Now, so basically, I'll tell you one scenario. In this author details table, this is your primary key, right? Okay, and there is an association between these two tables, right? Okay, so if I write clearly, I'll write separately here. This is your author table. This is your author details table. Author table. In this, what are the columns? Your ID is the column. Your ID is the column. First underscore name is the column. Last underscore name is the column. Okay, email is the column. So author, your ID, your first underscore name, your first underscore name, next is the last underscore name, okay, next is email. These are your columns, right? Now, in author details, what are the columns? ID, qualification, address, right? ID, qualification, address. ID, qualification, address. Now, you know, we will have one more column actually. Basically, this is your primary key, right? This is your primary key. And this is your primary key for this table. This is your author details table. Okay, this is your primary key. So this is your primary key for this table. Yesterday I told you, right? Actually, to associate one table to other table, there should be a foreign key also. That means there should be a foreign key. What is a foreign key? So here I'll put one key here, one column here, which is called author underscore details underscore. Actually, I did not put that column here, but I have put in all other tables. In other associations, I have put foreign key. But in this table, I did not put that table. I mean, in this table. So we should have this column. So this is your foreign key. Okay, this is your foreign key. Okay, this is your foreign key. That maps this foreign key. What is a foreign key? A foreign key always points or maps to primary key of another table. Now, if you see now this foreign key is mapping to the primary key. This foreign key is mapping to the primary key of other table. So we should have this column also. Okay, we should have this column also. Okay. Now you see here. See, what I'll do is just follow carefully. Now what I'll do is in my this is your author, right? Now how we will associate between these two tables? Now this is a one-to-one association. This is a one-to-one association. Okay, now if you see in your class, say for example, let us think like this. You know class associations, right? In core Java, class A, next class B. Suppose if B wants to associate with A, if B wants to get associated with A, how will do? I'll say BB, right? That means A class has property B. A class has property B. Right? Right? That's what, right? So now, if you see here, it has a relationship, right? A has B. Everyone knows this concept. This is has a relationship, association. Has a relationship, association. Everyone knows this concept. Everyone knows this concept, right? The same concept we'll use here also. Now you see here, I have class author. Okay. Now I have class author details. Now this author details class has to be associated with this. So that means author has author details. Okay. Author has author details. So that means how I'll do here? Here I should have a property, just like how I have B property, I should have here author details property here. That means I should have like this. Author details. Author details. Like this, I should have the property. Now, what I'll do now? Now you see, I will have now in my author property details, author details. I'll have property like this, and I'll generate setters and getters. Source, generate getters and setters. I'll have author details property. Now, see, this author is having author details property. And now here we'll see. We'll put an annotation called @1 to 1. I'll take 1 to 1. This is one-to-one annotation. That means author is mapped with author details using this annotation one-to-one. Okay. So I'll say like this. So one-to-one annotation indicates author is associated with author details, one-to-one association. Author is associated with author details, one-to-one. Okay. Now everyone understood till this part? Everyone understood till this part? Right? No questions, right? Now you see. No doubts, right? Okay, fine. Now you see here. You have to remember this, okay? Suppose I have like this. Your author is associated with author details, right? Your author is associated with author details, right? Now we'll see now whatever the association that is we are having is a unidirectional relationship. Remember, this is called unidirectional association. Unidirectional association. One-to-one. We'll see bidirectional also. What is actually unidirection is from author, I should be able to get author details. That means you see here. See here. From author, if I know the author ID, unidirectional means if we know author ID, from author ID, we should be able to get author details data also. Okay, suppose you see here, just see. Say my author ID is 100. Okay, my first name is, say, some Ram. Last name is Ram Kumar. Right? And email is so ram_test.com. I say like this. Now this ID can be some anything, some one I'll say. Qualification is say some, okay, MCA, something like this. Your address is say some Hyderabad. Now your author details ID is 100. Now you see here. Now if I know 100, see I will be knowing author ID. If we know author ID, what is author ID here? 100. From author ID, we should be able to get author details also. That means I'll take this 100 and go to this table. And this 100 is mapped where? This 100 is present here. So from this table, what I'll say, I know 100 actually. Okay, I know 100. Now from this table, what I'll say select star from author underscore details underscore ID equal to 100. So select star from, author details, where author details underscore ID equal to 100. Right? So this is your foreign key, right? This is your foreign key. So this foreign key is mapped to the primary key here. Okay, now if we know author ID, from author ID, we should be able to get author details data also. But there is no bidirectional, only one direction we can go. We cannot go from this side. This is a unidirectional, that only from author to author details. We don't have link between this tape from author details to author. That is what we call. But there is one more concept, bidirectional. In bidirectional, we can go in both sides. But now this is a unidirectional. Unidirectional means only from author to author details table. From author to author details table. So that is the reason in my author class also, I have put author details property. That means from author, I am going to author details. But in author details class, you will not have this one. Okay. In author details, you will not have this one, unidirectional. Okay. So from author, I'll have author details property. In unidirectional, if I know in author details class, you will not have author property. Okay. Remember that. In unidirectional, what will happen in author class? In author class, we will have author details property. Okay. But in author details class, we will not have author details property. Will not have author property. In author class, we'll have author details property, but in author details class, we'll not have author property. Remember. Right. Okay. Now you see here, remember. Now you see here, let's see here. From author, we'll go to author details. How we will go? From author, how will go author details? I'll go like this, right? I know author ID, this value. I'll take this value and query on this foreign key column, right? This is your foreign key column equal to 100. Right? This is how I'll go. from author, I'll go to author details using this foreign key column present in this table. Now I know author ID 100. This 100 I'll take here and query on this column. I'll get this record. I'll get the qualification. I'll get this address. I'll get this ID. Everything. Now, similarly, from Java also, I know author. From author, I have to go to author details. How I will go? I have to go with the foreign key of which one of this. Right? So, what we have to do is, we have to add or let me do this. We have to add one annotation called join column. Join column name equal to, what's the column name? This name, this foreign key column name. Author underscore details underscore ID. Now this will be your thing. I'll tell you now. So what I'll do is, I'll specify like this. Now what this indicates is this join column. Okay, this join column tells that, okay, this join column, whatever the value that you specify here. Okay, so this join column has a value, and this column name this column name maps to the foreign key column. Foreign key column of author details table. Maps to the foreign key column of author details table. So basically, how it will go is, now from author, it will go to this author details using this join column, which is this column. Here from the table also we have done like that, right? I know the author. I have gone to author details, and this is your foreign key. Now in Hibernate, we'll specify this one, join column. Join column means, so whatever the value that I specify here, this indicates this is the foreign key column of author details table. So this is how this will work. Okay. So from author, I'll go to author details using this join column, where this join column will be like this. So from author, we will go to author details table, author details, using the column specified in join column annotation, where the column is the foreign key present in author details table. So that is how join column tells. Everyone understood till this part? Yes, right? Right. Now, this is a unidirectional, okay? From author, we can go to author details. But from author details, we cannot go, okay? That's why it is unidirectional. We'll see the bidirectional next example. So now let us start now on this actually. So this is my author details. Okay, this is your right. So let me create some table here. Let me create the table. So what I'll do is yes, I'll go to MySQL. I'm using MySQL. So databases. I think the book application table is not there. Okay. So I think this book application is not there. So what I'll do is I'll create one table, one database. So create database book application. Okay. Use book application. Right. And now what I'll do is I'll create first author table. Okay. So for example, I'll just create an author table like this. Create table author. Okay. And ID primary key, first name, last name. I'll say email. Right. This is also varchar of 100. I'll just create this table. Right. Create table author. Next is create table author underscore details. ID qualification address. Okay. ID, oh no, not this one. We have to have ID qualification address, author details ID. Foreign key also we should have. ID. Next is qualification. Next is address. Address is varchar of, I'll put 20. Address means here I'll push city only. Okay. Next is author details ID. Now I'll say author details ID. Okay. Now this is a foreign key. Foreign key. Okay, I'll say references. This foreign key maps to primary key of another table. What is your primary key of another table? Author table. Author table. What is the primary key? ID. In this way, we have to do. So that means this column is a foreign key that references this table primary key. We have to, the syntax is like this: table name, brackets, the primary key. Right? So now let me create this table. Right? Author details ID. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Huh? Actually, there are some tables that are created already. I'm searching. No, actually, this author details, book, all these I have already created tables. Instead of creating again, I can copy paste it. That I'm searching. I don't have that. I think that data got deleted. Actually. I'm searching for that actually. No problem. I'll create from the beginning only. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll create from it because all these tables already I created all these tables, but I think the database got dropped. Okay, I'm searching for that. Is not there. Okay, I think this is showing some error. So let me see what is the error. Yeah, this is integer, correct? So this is integer. Properties, font, show databases. I should have one book application. Okay, book application now I created. I should have one more database. I think in that I have all the tables listed. No problem. I'll create another again. I think the database got deleted. Actually. There we have I have created so many records also. Okay. So now let me create this. Foreign key. Why foreign key? Author details ID. Int of. Correct only, right? Any mistake here? Just see. or what I'll do is I will put here int here. Right? And I'll say author ID, foreign key, references, I'll select this. Why it is actually giving. I'll say like this. Foreign key of references. So yeah, I think this is correct. This is correct syntax. So foreign key of. So I have to give like this. So author details ID, this is a column. And for foreign key, I have to tell that this is the foreign key. This column is the foreign key, which reference the author table of the primary key. Okay, these are the syntax we have to follow. Okay. So okay. So this is your author table, your author details table. Okay, just see this syntax. This way we have to follow. Okay. So now I have tables for your author and author details. So let me now start writing the program. So what I'll do, I'll just create now one method. How I'll do? Session factory. Right? First we'll create a session factory, right? Factory is equal to new configuration dot, right? New configuration dot configure of hibernate dot cfg dot xml. Okay, right? How I have done this one. Remember, we have seen this type of thing, right? Say, for example, in hibernate, then I have to add the entity classes. Now, here I have to add two entity classes. Dot add annotated class, author dot class, next dot add annotated class, author details dot class, next dot build session factory. See, I'm giving two classes now, okay, because both are associated with each other. Okay, Hibernate CFG also, I'll just copy paste here. This one, I'll copy paste here. New folder, resources, Okay, hibernate configuration file. Okay. So this one is which database? Book application, right? So I'll just copy paste here, book application. That's all. So what I'll do is here, I'll just create session is equal to factory dot get current session. Factory dot get current session. And then you see here, I'll say session dot get a transaction dot get transaction dot begin. Right? Now you see, I want to know associate author and author details. So how will be doing now? First, I'll create author details object. Is equal to new author details. Now I'll just say author details dot set. I'll give some ID, something like one. Author details dot set set address some Hyderabad ID. Author details dot set qualification. I'll give PG. Okay. Then I'll say, okay, then what I'll do is I'll create now author. Author equal to new author. Okay. Now I'll say author dot set of author ID. I'll give some 100. Author dot set of first name. Okay. Ram. Okay. Set last name. What I'll do? So I'll give Ram Charan. So author dot set first name, last name, email. I'll give Ram at the rate test something gmail.com. Okay. Then what is another one? Now I'll say see author dot set author details. I'll say author details. I'm setting this author details object in this here. Now I'll say author dot, sorry, session dot save of author. Session dot save of author details. And then I'll say session dot get transaction dot commit. Right? Right? That's all right. Now you see, just I'll explain this. See, now I'm running this program. Let us see what will happen. Run as Java application. It is giving like could not execute statement. It is giving like unknown column author details ID in field list. Right? Why? Unknown column author underscore details. Why this? Join column name equal to author details ID. This is correct only, right? And in author details, this is correct. If I say show create table, author underscore details. Why this error is coming? Constraint, foreign key. This is correct only, right? Unknown column. In author detail class, you do not write author detail. Not required. Okay. Not required. No, not required actually, because this is a unidirectional. Whatever I was telling is unidirectional. Okay. Whatever I was telling is unidirectional. From author to author tables, author details we can connect. From author details, we will not have any reference. That's why it's called unidirectional. All right. So I think somewhere I have to do. So session dot save off. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Unknown column author details file. Just 1 minute. For the constraint. I think there is an issue with table creation. One minute. One minute. I think what I'll do is I'll drop these two tables once. I'll drop these two tables. Right? So these two tables I dropped. I'll create from hibernate. Okay. I'll say update. What I'll do is I'll just comment out this part. Let me see how the tables will be created. So run as Java application. I'll just say create. Let me run this. Just 1 minute. Or I think there is some issue with the table creation only. I'm just checking for that. See, recently MySQL version Just 1 minute. I'll take this table. This table I got from here. So what I'll do is I'll just create author details. Okay, author details ID. Next, I'll say constraint. I'll use like this constraint fk underscore customer ID for not customer author ID. Sorry, author ID. Next, I'll give author details ID. I can give any name for this. Okay, I'm defining a constraint references. I'll say author underscore ID. Sorry, ID. Let me create the table like this. Let me create the table like this. I think there is an issue with the table creation only. Author is fine. Author details I'll create. Okay, now I'll say show create table. Author underscore details. I don't think this is required. Sorry. This is not required. Sorry. This is not required. I think I added this. So drop table. I'll create this now. I think I created wrongly. So create table. Show create table. I'll say author underscore details. Okay. I think now this will come correctly now. I think this is the correct script. Create a table. I'll add a constraint. Okay. Now let us see now. Now let me run now this. I don't need this. So what I'll do is I'll say run as Java application. Unknown column author details idea. I don't know why it is coming this issue. It was working only. See what I have done is just 1 minute. I'll see these table scripts in my old email. 1 minute. I think some issue with the table scripts only. Just be wait. Because this has been done long back actually. The table scripts. Something has been 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Just can you wait just for 5 minutes? 5 minutes, just spend 5 minutes time. We'll fix this actually. Today at any cost, we'll fix it. See, I think there is some issue with I wanted to show you that unknown column author details ID field list. Just 1 minute. Should come actually. Just wait for 5 minutes. We'll close it. Just 1. 9171. Yeah, just 1 minute. Okay, I think I have in my old email. Actually, I have in my old email. Okay, this is the project I have done when 2021. Okay, to the earlier students. After that, I am taking hibernate now. 1 minute. I think along with SQL scripts, it is there. Okay, let me open this project. I have in my old email. So this is okay. This to the earlier batch students. I mean, 2 years back students. I sent this code. I'll just okay. So what I'll do is extract to. Now I think it will come. Let us see. Hibernate mappings project. Yeah. Here I have the table scripts. Okay. That is the issue here. Okay. Here, I have to explain now. I think this is the scenario. This is your author details table. I think this I have done mistake. This is the author. First, I'll create author details table. Let me create this. Drop author details. First, I'll say drop author. Show tables, we'll say. Okay, drop table author. First, I'll read this one. Next, author. Okay, see, actually, I have to tell you one. I here unidirectional fine. Okay. I think this is not the way we have to do. Okay, your author details ID should be part of. See, this is a unidirectional association, right? I think we should not have like this actually. Okay, let me now see. I'll have author table, your author details table, right? Right. This is your author table. Okay, this is your first name, last name, ID, first name, last name, email, ID, first name, last name, email. Okay, these are all your ID. Next, first name. Next, last name. Right. Then I have email. And here I'll put the foreign key. Your author details ID should be here. Your author details should be here. What will happen now? If your author details ID is here, now this is your foreign key mapping. Okay. If you see it, this is your foreign key. Your author details ID mapping to this primary key. Okay. Your author details now actually we have done reverse way. So that is a issue. That is a wrong actually. Okay. So this is your author table. This is your foreign key. Your foreign key should be present here. Okay. Okay. Now this is a unidirectional relationship. Okay. Now your author details will be present here. ID. What are the columns? Qualification. Now this is your author details ID. Now, say for example, if I know, say author ID is 100, I will get that author details ID, right? Say some 1, for example. Now, based on this 1, I will go here and fetch the author details ID. So this will be 1. Your qualification. Next, address, right? So qualification is PG. Your address is Hyderabad. Okay. Like this, right? Now you see. Now how I'll do? See, if I know author ID, if we know author ID, right? Say 100, author ID 100. Now from 100, we can get author details ID. Okay, which is 1 from author's table. Now we will query author details table where ID is equal to 1. Actually, what we have done, we have put that column here and we have done reverse way. That is not unidirectional, right? Unidirectional, it has to go like this. It has to go like this from author to author details. So now if you see in join column, if you see here, if you see here join column, now this column is present where? This column is present in author table. This column is present in author table, which maps to the this column in the primary key table. So that means join column means, so join column will indicate, so this column, so take the author ID, get this value, and from this value, get the record. Actually, we have done it reverse way. Okay, I'll show you now. Here the foreign key should be there. Okay. So now let me now do this. So let me create this now. Let me create now. It will come. So let me create this. Okay. Now let me run this now. So let me run this. Now you see, it is working now. So I'll say select star from author. Now I got this. Select star from author details. Now you see, whatever the value I got here, the same value is coming here. Whatever the value that is coming here, the same value is coming. So join column means, so join column means, when I say join column, remember, when I say join column means here. So this column, this represents foreign key of author table. Foreign key of author table. Where is this present? Where is this call annotation present? In class author, right? In class author, it is present. Okay, in class author, it is present. Now join column means, so this column represents the foreign key of author table. But what we have done, we have put the foreign key in the reverse way. Okay. See, I'll explain once again the flow. You see here. So this is your author table. This is your author table. Sorry, author entity. Right? Now your author details is this one. Your author details is this one. Right? So now what we have, you see here. Okay, this is your author table. 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 This is your author details table. So this is your author details table. Right? Now you see here, what I'm doing is now this is a one-to-one association. That means from author we should be able to go to author details table. Similar from Java class also, from author, we should be able to go to here. So that is called unidirectional. Right? So in unidirectional, what will happen? In the author, I should have this property. Okay. When I say author dot get author details, from author, I should have this property. But in author details, no need, because this is unidirectional, right? I have to go from author to author details. So in author, I should have this property. Author details property. Okay. Now, from table perspective also, perspective also, now I'll have author and author details, and this is a one-to-one association. Then I'll have a join column. What this join column tells is, the join column tells, so basically I've done a reverse way, but you have to remember, the join column tells the column, okay, whatever the name that we specify in join column, the name that is specified in join column, is a foreign key of author table. Is a foreign key of author table. That means this table. See, wherever this join column is present, in which table, this class, right? So join column is a foreign key of author table. That means we should have this column, we should have this column as a foreign key. So this is your foreign key. This maps to the primary key of this table. So this maps to the primary key of this table, right? Okay. Now you see what I'll do here. You see here. Now, in my Java code, you see, I do like this. I do like this. So now you see here. I just create author details set ID as one, author details set address, author details set qualification IQ, Hyderabad PG. Then I'll create author ID, first name, last name, email, and I'll say set author details. When I say set author details, this part, now this is the foreign key column, right? This is the foreign key column. Okay. Now, whatever the ID value, see, whatever you have set author details ID, this value will come here. This value will come here. So that means, in other words, if you want to think like this, you can go. See, I have author ID 100. Okay, let me take like this. If I want to read the data, how will I go? I have an author ID 100. I have an author ID 100. From 100, I can get this value, right? If I know 100, I can get this value, right? Now, if I know this value, then I can go here and get this record, right? Now, which is a join column here? Join column means the column that joins between these two tables. The column that joins between these two, which is the column that joins between these two tables from the author perspective, because we are navigating from author to author details. Remember, from author to author details. So which is the column that joins between these two tables? This one, right? This one, right? Specify that column here. In that way, you think the logic. See, we want to go from author to author details table, right? This is a unidirectional relationship. Now, which is the column that joins between these two tables? Common column. So if I know this value is mapping to this value, right? Whatever this value is there, the same value will be coming here. So this is the column from the author table which joins between these tables. So that's why you have to give this column. So that is what we call join column. Okay, from author perspective, from author table, from author, use this column, join column, and go to author details table. That is the meaning. Okay, from author table, okay, use join column and go to author details table. From author table, use join column and go to author details table. So this is how we have to think. Everyone understood this part? See, but what we have done is, actually we have done reverse. Author details we have put here. That's why it was wrong. Okay, so this author details ID should be present here. Okay, so join column means it is the column which joins between these two tables, and that column should be part of this table, this author. Because we are going from author to author details table, so use this column and join this. Everyone understood? See, that is the reason. That is the reason. Whatever I set one here in author details, this one. Now the same one has come here also. If you see, I did not set explicitly in author. I just put set author details of author details. Now in the join column value, that one has been updated. Everyone understood this flow? Think like this. From author, I should go to author details table. From author, this is a unidirectional relationship. Now, what is the column that joins between these two tables? If I know this, from this I can go to here, because this value is mapped to here. So that means this is the column, join column between these two tables. So from author, if I want to go to here, means I have to take this column and go here. That means this is the join column. So that is what we specified here. Any doubts till now? Any doubts? Everyone clear? Yeah, everyone clear with this concept? I'll tell you how we'll insert multiple data, but everyone clear with this join column concept? Everyone clear? Okay. See, whatever we have done is earlier reverse. Okay. Actually, I have added here. Actually, it should not be like that, right? From author, use this join column present in this table and go to this table. That is the meaning. Any doubts? Because this is very important. Actually, I taught this hibernate in same. Actually, almost it has been more than 1 year gap in teaching hibernate, only hibernate. So that is the reason even I also did mistake. So that is the reason you will also do mistake first time. So you should be actually very careful in this. You should understand that. See, the mistake that I did is this author details ID column I have put here, right? That was the reason why it was not working. Right? Of course, actually mistakes will come. See, one thing I'll tell you, if we learn more mistakes only, we will everything should not go smooth according to me. We should get errors actually. We should get errors and solve those errors. Okay. Everyone understood? So this is very, very important. So what join column tells? The name that is specified in join column is a foreign key of author table. Okay. So join column means from author table, use join column and go to author details. This join column is part of which column, which table? Your author table. I mean, wherever you are specifying this table. Okay. All right. So how to insert multiple data means, see like this. See, now I inserted, right? What I'll do, you can put in a for loop. Or I can create one more object like this. So what I'll do is, You can put in a for loop, or you create. See, you put in a for loop. That's all. So you put in a for loop. You put this in a for loop. Pass different values actually. Yeah. Today I'll upload the notes. Okay. So don't miss these classes, hibernate classes. See, now whatever we have seen is only this part. This part. One-to-one association. Whatever we have seen is one-to-one association. Only this part. But we have to see many to one, one to many, many to many. Here you'll see a lot of complexities. Okay, whatever we have seen is this part. So we have to see this part, this part, this part. Here we'll see a lot of complexities. Okay, I'll explain you. Yeah, sure. How to open Google Notes? Okay, I'll upload that. I'll upload today notes. You have the Google Classroom link, like I'll upload by today. Okay, I'll do the correction here and I'll upload. Now the table, the column will not be here actually. The column will be here actually. Here we'll have the column. Okay. All right then. Don't upload the notes in zip. Why zip folders you are not able to download? I mean, zip files you'll be able to extract, right? Anyone is not able to open zip folder? Yeah, I think everyone is able to open zip folder. I think you have to see the issues. What is the issue? See, zip file, I think in my old batches also, I used to upload in zip file only. Okay, then. All right, then. See you tomorrow. No, I think